Kemi, Dami, and Lola were friends from primary school. But as they grew up to secondary school, they went to separate schools except for Dami and Kemi. So when Kemi graduated, they all finished secondary school. They went to universities, different universities. So, and you know how this kind of things can be now. They were, just friends, no strings attached to the friendship. But because the mother of Dami prefers Kemi to Lola, they began to show themselves. There's a point a woman will get to, and she'll begin to, exhibit this. It's time for me to have a boyfriend. Why is he not asking me out? So she had to discuss it with her friends, and they're like, maybe you should ask him what to define the friendship. And when he couldn't define the friendship, one day Kemi when one day Kemi traveled, and a week later Lola visited Dami. As she got to Dami's house, she decided to ask Dami what he would like to eat, and Dami said, no need, you are my guest, I'm supposed to be the one to cook for you. So she said no, she's the girl, and then she decided to make a dish. One thing led to the other. Dami and Lola did they do. So when they did they do, uh, the communication between Kemi and Dami began to have some wrong moves, and you know how a woman will naturally suspect when there's no, good flow of communication. So Kemi kept calling Dami to explain why he's always not straight with her when they are talking on the phone. The next thing, Kemi picked her phone and called Dami's mother and began to tell Dami's mother that she doesn't understand what Dami is up to. That since she traveled, Dami was okay for the first week, and then afterwards, he was no longer being straight with her. He doesn't communicate as he will always do, and all of that. So the mother now said she was going to speak with Dami. So, as Lola was in the same city or town with Dami, it was easy for her to play her card well. So, before they knew it rather, Lola became pregnant for Dami. And her plan was that she was going to marry Dami, whether anybody likes it or not. And because Dami's mother preferred Kemi to Lola, but Lola wanted Dami at all cost. So this became a serious case. Dami's mother called him and asked him why he's not being straight with Kemi on the phone. And Dami explained that he's been very busy. So the mother asked him, was it not the same job you were doing when you started dating Kemi and you had all the time? Except you are saying you are doing another job. So he said no, that he was going to call her. So when Dami called Kemi, Dami, began to say he was sorry for all the things that have been happening, her complaints and all, that he was going to change. And Kemi was thinking that, okay, Dami was truly going to change, but that did not change. The next thing, Kemi, stayed longer than longer than planned in the trip she embarked on, that had made her to stay away from Dami. So Lola visited again. This time, Lola spent a week in Dami's house. And in that 1 week, Dami was not talking to Kemi again. He will only call Kemi maybe when he's at work. And when he comes back, he won't call Kemi in the afternoon, in the night. Their communication really, really became very bad. So Kemi was really complaining. She complained and complained. And Dami kept assuring her that all was well. What she did not know was that Lola was greasing his bed very well while she was away. So Lola became pregnant, and she didn't even know she was pregnant. So She discovered that she didn't see her monthly flow and called Dami to explain that this is a situation. Dami now said, what are we going to do about it? And Lola said she wanted to get rid of it. The get rid of it was not to, she was not saying it because she meant it. She just wanted to see the reaction of Dami. Dami now said he will not be party to abortion, that he should keep the pregnancy. So, but like right now, he doesn't know what to tell Kemi, but he's not planning to marry Lola either. So Lola now said if he will not marry her, she will not keep the pregnancy. So Dami now said that he doesn't even want his mom to know that Lola is pregnant. That if she knows, she will want to force Lola on him. So Lola, being a very smart girl, she decided to pay Dami's mother a visit. On reaching there, Dami's mother asked her who she was. She said, "Ah, Mommy, it's me, Lola, now, that's been trying to make her remember her." So immediately, the mother now said, "Hope all is well." She said yes. So she sat down and spoke with the mother that she's currently pregnant for Dami. And the mother now said, how is she part of the business? Like, she didn't know they were dating. So why is she telling her? She now said that she's planning to abort the pregnancy. Dami's mother now told Lola that she should go, that let her speak to her son first. So when she called her son in the evening after he was back from work, he explained to her that if they met a few times, it's not like they are really dating. The mother now said, well, for you to have slept with her to the point that she got pregnant, it means you were dating her. So the next thing, Kemi came back unannounced and went to Dami's office. Dami now became very uneasy because he knew very well that there will be problem. So Kemi asked Dami to give her the house key, and Dami was, resisting. And then the next thing, Kemi said, "Don't worry." Kemi now went to a hotel very close to Dami's house and got a room space and stayed. So in the evening, she came when she noticed that Dami was around through his car that was parked outside. Kemi came in and met Lola in the living room and asked her of Dami, and she said Dami was in the bathroom having a shower. So when Lola, saw that Kemi was back, she now started packing her things to leave. So Kemi told her no, that she shouldn't leave. She should wait, that she will want to know what's going on because she does not understand. Of course, the pregnancy was not big enough for her to know that she was pregnant. So Lola decided that she insisted to leave, and Kemi said no, she had to wait. So Lola left. She left because Kemi, of course, cannot hold her down. So immediately Dami came out. He didn't know that Kemi was already in the house. Then he was now calling Lola a pet name that he had given her. So, and that was not the name he calls. That's not the name he calls Kemi. So Kemi now said, "Oh wow, you already have a pet name for her. After a few weeks, I was gone. You already have a pet name for her." So that was when Dami realized that, oh, Kemi was the one in the house. And that was how Kemi now asked Dami that she wanted to see him. And Dami said he was not in the mood to talk about anything. Kemi said that it's only the guilty that are always afraid, because she doesn't understand why, for somebody who traveled, your girlfriend traveled for all these weeks, and she's back now, and you are not ready to talk about anything. Then Dami responded that if that's the case, she's supposed to know she just got back. This is not the time for trouble, that she should rest a little. Then they can always talk when tempers are down. She said no, that she had not flared up, so her temper is calm. Dami now said no, that he will not speak on this matter until he's in the mood to talk about it. And that was how Kemi left his house and did not call him throughout the night till the next day when she visited his office. When Kemi visited Dami's office, she got into the office and Dami was asking her what she was doing there. She was like, Abba, that before now she visits his office and he never asks what she's doing there, that what's really going on. That it's high time he told her what's going on so that she would take her leave and stop, all this hide and seek. And that was how Dami said maybe by lunchtime they will sit out and they will talk. So Kemi now said venue. He told her the venue, and when the time got reached, Kemi came to the place and they started talking, and he opened up to Kemi and told Kemi that Lola is pregnant for him and that it wasn't planned. Kemi said, well, if you were able to sleep with a woman without protection, in fact, the idea of her even coming to your house is already an invitation to treat. So for her to even get to a point where she'll sleep with you, come and stay in your house and get pregnant, you can't say it wasn't planned, because sleeping with a woman means the woman will be pregnant. So Dami now said, no, that's not the problem. That's not how it happened. He can explain and all of that. He tried his best to talk. So when he talked and talked, Kemi said, well, that she needs time to process this whole information, because she didn't believe that he was not just cheating, but he's now expecting a child with Kemi. That they were all friends, but did not know that he was admiring both of them. That the best thing he would have just done was to tell both of them that he wants them to be first wife and second wife, so that all this drama will not be there. So he was not like, no, that she's taking it too far. That's not exactly what happened. Men will always have their way. So that was how Kemi now left the place without saying a word again to Dami. So Dami started calling Kemi. She didn't respond. Called, he didn't respond. So Lola call came in, and that was how Dami spoke to Lola, asking her how she's feeling, if she was able to go to the hospital to see the doctor. And before you knew it, they began to see again. She came back to his house, and they started seeing again. So Dami's mother now visited the house and met Lola at home. It was on a Saturday. She came back. She came to their house to visit and met Lola. So she now asked Lola what Lola was doing in her son's house. Lola now said that, yeah, she came to stay with Dami. The mother now asked, as what? So the mother now asked, where is Dami? So she now said Dami was in the room. So she walked into Dami's room and now sat down and was talking to Dami. She now asked Dami what is going on between the three of them, Lola, himself, and Kemi. So the mother now said that they allowed him to talk, and then she now said that all she knows is that Kemi is the wife he will marry. That whatever Lola thinks she's doing is her business. That was how Lola, how somebody can be saying something on the top of her voice and you can hear it. So she overheard the mother saying that, and she quickly decided to keep the pregnancy and not do anything with it, as she had earlier planned to do something to it, even though she wasn't serious, but she just did that to see the reaction of Dami. And that was how Lola, pretended as though she was crying after the mother left. Dami was now begging. From begging, the entire room, another thing happened. So Dami called the mother 2 days later and told the mother that he wants to marry Lola. The mother now said that will not happen. The son now started all the talk that he doesn't want to have children from different women, that he knows he really loved Kemi, but yeah, this had happened and all that. It could be divine, that he doesn't want to abort the baby. He doesn't also want to have children from different women, so that the mother should please give him their blessing. The mother now said to Dami that she trained Dami in school single-handedly, and she will not watch Dami hurt another woman. So that was how Dami's mother called Kemi, and Kemi came to her place and they talked, and she told Kemi not to worry, that this marriage, the whole thing will not work. So Kemi now asked the mother, are they planning to get married? Then Dami's mother now said, is she not aware that they are planning to get married? She said she was not aware, and that was how Kemi refused to call Dami. So the next thing Dami did was to call Kemi and said that she is very sorry about everything has put her through, that she should move on with her life, that she's a beautiful girl and she's very committed and hardworking, that she's going to find true love. So Dami, came in and asked Dami, so what they had, was it fake love? She said no, that because he said no, because they already have they are expecting a child coming, that he doesn't want to have, children from different women, and all of that. So Kemi now said to Dami that Dami had so much guts to even call her, that there was no point even calling her. In fact, that she blamed herself for even picking the call. So as they planned the wedding, on the day of the wedding proper, Dami's mother decided to, you know, come into the room where Lola was dressing. And as Lola had finished her makeup and worn her wedding gown, Dami's mother walked into the place and she used color to pour on Lola's wedding. Lola already dressed in a wedding gown, and she had to bat her with that color. And then the paint, and she dropped the paint bucket and walked away. So that was how Lola started crying. Remember, she was pregnant. She started crying, and then somebody amongst the people there now reached out, quickly called Dami to tell Dami what had happened, that the mother walked into where she was dressing and poured paint on her. So Dami was really, he felt so bad. He called the mom, and the mother didn't pick. So he quickly he asked someone to get a dress that Lola can wear, but since it's already the day of the event, that there will be no way they will get another wedding gown or even rent. So it happened that where Dami was dressing, as they walked out, they saw a bridal shop for rent, and they quickly got a different dress for Lola to wear. And Dami sent one of the driver to get to the hotel where Lola was dressing and gave her the dress, and she wore it. As they got into the venue, the mother didn't show up. Dami's mother didn't show up. But Lola's people were there, and Dami's friends were there. So they blessed the marriage and they left. So from there, Lola never had a good, relationship with Dami's mother. It was from one fight to the other, from one fight to the other. Even when Lola gave birth, Dami's mother never came. She did not call. She did not, come for even to see the baby. She did not come. So Dami's mother refused to pick Dami's call from that time. 9 months after their wedding, she did not still pick his calls. So they decided to go to Dami's mother's house to apologize to her. They carried the baby there, and she didn't allow them to enter into the house. She said they should leave her house, and Lola lived in serious pain for years in that marriage, because the mother-in-law never accepted her from day one. But because she loved the son, she decided to play a fast one on the relationship he had and secure the place. So when Lola and Dami had a serious issue in the house, she didn't know who to call, so she reached out to the friends. The friends said she should call Dami's mother, that he listens to the mother. So because of what had happened in the past, Dami saw that the mother will not support her. And then Lola saw that the mother will not support her. She didn't tell. She went to her own family. So her family now decided to visit Dami's mother, to tell Dami's mother what has been happening in Lola's marriage. And Dami's mother said she was never a party to that marriage, so she will not speak on anything that had to do with the marriage. So Dami's friends also spoke with Dami. Dami said the marriage is not over, but that Lola will not have the kind of leverage or freedom or leverage she had before now, because she disrespected him and refused to understand the place of a man in the marriage. And afterwards, some elders came in and settled the whole thing. But Dami and the mother never settled until when she heard that Dami had an accident. She visited the house. They made peace. Dami made peace with the mother. Lola went on her knees and the mother made peace with them and blessed the marriage. And that was how Lola and the mother-in-law and Dami made peace.